What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost, and with everything going on in the world right now, leave it to a couple of high-profile Marvel actresses to take it upon themselves to call to defund the police departments across America, because I'm sure that's something that'll make everybody safer. Let's take a look at this. You can see bounded into comics with the article. Report: Thor actor Natalie Portman and Captain Marvel's Brie Larson sign open letter to defund police departments. And we're going to get into a lot of different statements by this open letter, and we're going to take a look at it. I don't want to get political on this channel, but I do want to call it Hollywood hypocrisy, and I do just want to call out stupidity when I see it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. A number of Hollywood celebrities, including Marvel's Natalie Portman and Brie Larson, as well as singer John Legend, signed an open letter calling for the defunding of police departments across the United States in the wake of the death of George Floyd. And I think, ironically, how all of this started, 99.9% of everyone looked at the death of George Floyd and said, yeah, that's BS what happened to him. And that has now turned into everything that is happening now. Instead of being unified, now we're split, now we're divided, now we're arguing over a lot of stuff. And I think that there's a lot of people in power that are glad that we are arguing about that. That is what I will say. An open letter titled #Defund Police, Defend Black Lives claims that within the context of the scourge of anti-black police terror and the resulting uprisings taking place across the U.S., the COVID-19 deaths and deaths caused by police terror are connected and consequential to each other. So somehow trying to connect COVID in here with some form of police brutality and racism, that is what Natalie Portman and Brie Larson are signing. That is what they are endorsing, this random statement. The letter adds, policing and militarization overwhelmingly dominate the bulk of national and local budgets. And then here, in fact, police and military funding has increased every single year since '73, and funding for public health decreases every year. I can't, listen, I do have no doubt that the police and military funding has increased. I'm not sure about the public health decrease. I didn't look that up. There's another number that I did look up, though. Again, Natalie Portman and Brie Larson. We're going to get to their specific statements later, but they are the big ones who are supporting this. The people who I'm sure live in very well-protected neighborhoods, in large part thanks to the police. These are some of the people, you've seen this on Twitter, these people screaming about, F the cops, until people start coming into their neighborhoods and they say, hey, where are the cops? Why aren't they protecting us? I'm sure they're the same type of people. Then it frankly states, the time has come to defund the police. I have my problems with the police at times. I have problems with sometimes the powers that they are given, and for some cops, the powers that they abuse. Again, that's not something I necessarily want to get into on this channel. But the idea that we should just eliminate them, it would be absolute chaos and anarchy if there was no one to enforce any laws. The letter continues, black communities are living in persistent fear of being killed by state authorities like police, immigration agents, or even white vigilantes who are emboldened by state actors. According to the Urban Institute, in 1977, state and local governments spent $60 billion on police and corrections. In 2017, they spent $194 billion, a 220% increase. Now, for anyone that knows anything about literally anything, you realize that there is an inflation rate, and that numbers in 1977, if you just straight up equate them to a number in 2017, it's not going to make any sense. So I decided to take a look at that, and just to show you what BS this entire letter is. So $60, or $60 billion in 1977 is the equivalent of $242 billion in 2017. So if you look at the rate of inflation, the number has actually gone down, because this is now $194 billion. So it's not even keeping up with the rate of inflation. So this logic is flawed. This letter is flawed. Despite continuing profiling, harassment, and terror and killing of black communities, local federal decision makers continue to invest in police, which leaves black people vulnerable in our communities no safer. And I think that anyone killed by police unjustly is garbage. I think that they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law if someone is unjustly killed. But at the same time, you look at those numbers, and then you look at numbers of people that are killed just because of crime, whatever it may be, whether it's black on white, white on black, black on black, white on white, anything in between, those numbers vastly outweigh the number of police deaths. So I struggle to understand how defunding the police completely will stop that from happening. Personally, I think that everyone should be defending themselves, but unfortunately, that's not the way the country is right now. That's not realistic. So right now, we need police. There are bad police officers, just like there are bad people in this world. That's not a doubt. I don't think you're going to find any people that are going to say all police officers are perfect, because all people aren't perfect. I think it's just like society. It's a representation of society in the police department. The letter then details the money currently goes to public funding should instead be redirected towards building healthy communities and the health of our elders and children, neighborhood infrastructure to education, childcare, and support a vibrant black future. The possibilities are endless. And let's see, I want to get to actually what they are talking about right here. This is the list of everyone who have signed the letters: John Legend, Lizzo, Taraji P. Henson, Natalie Portman, The Weeknd, Common, Jane Fonda, America Ferrera, Brie Larson, Megan Rapinoe, and Yara Shahidi. And there's Brie Larson's tweet. LA residents, white people, take a look at the budget. Call and email, use your voice. There's so many ways to be an ally. This is one. And then, of course, Natalie Portman outlines these 8 policies she would like to see implemented in the police department. But the thing is, if you implement all these policies, that will require training, which will require funding for the police department. And she has some number that says, look, if this happens, it'll reduce the police violence that results in death up to 72%. Not sure how she got that. They probably got that from the same number place that didn't even realize to factor in inflation when you're talking about the money spent. But hey, what do I know? I just have Google available. What do I know about inflation rates? So Natalie Portman not only signed the letter, but she also joined Campaign Zero. On her Instagram, she listed 8 policies she claims, when combined, have the power to reduce police violence in death up to 72%. And it's just so ironic, right, that these people are out there doing this while sitting in the richest neighborhoods in America, probably some of the richest neighborhoods in the world. They are saying these things when, in reality, if this happened, there might be some things that happen in their neighborhood that they don't like. They might be the ones who end up calling the police for things like that. These are the people who require police escorts to go to certain places. The irony of these people saying defund the police is laughable. And they also have all the money they need to hire private security for themselves whenever they need. Some of us don't have that luxury. Some of us have to rely on police officers from time to time. And these people just don't understand that. And the absolute hypocrisy that is shown in Hollywood to stand up and applaud these people when someone like Hugh Jackman comes out and says one thing that you don't agree with, and you try to cancel him, you try to lambaste him. Wolverine actor Hugh Jackman lambasted on Twitter for solidarity post. And it's this post of a policeman hugging a black man. Heaven forbid, look at everybody. Ratty rat rat, Hugh, mate. And then he posts Black Lives Matter, a gif shaking the head, or the nah man. Propaganda, copaganda. Also to repeat, copaganda. Matilda said, miss me with that pro-cop propaganda. This person says, aren't you friends with Robert Murdoch? Yes, drag him. All of this stuff. People trying to destroy Hugh Jackman for saying that we should be united, that we should have solidarity. And guess what? The day before that, Hugh Jackman joined everyone in posting the black square on his Twitter. But like I say time and time again, that is not enough for these crazy people. As soon as you do one thing that they disagree with, you're done. If you don't think exactly like us in every way, shape, or form, you're done. We're going to try to wreck you. It doesn't matter what you did the day before. It doesn't matter what you've done for 30 years. All that matters is this one single thing. And it's absolute garbage, absolute trash. Everything going on in the world right now, it's like a dream because you can't believe it's real. You have everyone's so divided. You have half the people on one side of the fence saying, look at all those people over there. That is absolutely crazy that they don't understand, they don't see the world the way I do. And you have the other half looking at those people saying, these people are insane. How do they not understand what I'm seeing, what I'm looking at? And I don't have any solutions for that. No idea. But the hypocrisy that is going on in Hollywood, especially with these actors, Natalie Portman and Brie Larson, in signing something to defund the police department, I think is insane. But maybe you think I'm completely wrong. Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. I'll talk to you guys later.